hard for this. I work so hard. You have no idea how hard I work to be first. To beat a Aussie. G'day. Missed out by a bloody bee's dick, brother. Good morning. How are you? Have you had a chance to watch the fight back yet? Sit down and watch it with Dad. Pull Dad up out of bed and bring it up on the big screen for Dad. Watch it with Dad. Did anyone else see the argument in the Discord? I did not, Benny boy. I did not. Just woke up. Well, good morning. G'day, Nacho. Well done on being first, mate. You absolutely crushed it, dude. Well done on being first. What was the argument on the bloody Discord? Do I even want to know? And we kick. We kick it. We hang out and we chill and we have ourselves a damn good Monday afternoon. I tried using the link, but it wouldn't work here. I watched bits of it, of course, on YouTube. Of course you did. Of course you did. I guess, yeah, a VPN would be too much, wouldn't it? I'll send you another link. I know another website that has links. You know me, brother. Have I got links? Oh, boy, do I have links. I'll send you another link, mate. I'll send you another link after this stream. So in about an hour, I'll send you another link and you can enjoy the fight. Tonathan, what's up, dude? Now that there is no need for the JDM propaganda, he wasn't able to drop Bilal after beating the shit out of him. Can you finally admit that I was right about his power? Absolutely not, mate. JDM cracked his bloody orbital bones, split his lip open. No, JDM has got anything far from pillow hands. Actually, Tonathan, far from pillow hands. I would say that JDM has got bloody cement in his hands, mate. On God, legit, on Crip, no joke. He's got bloody cement in his hands, dude. Did you see what happened to Bilal Muhammad's lip? Bilal Muhammad's orbital bone? Apparently his face is completely destroyed, mate. So I think, if anything, brother, you should say, Dougie, I'm sorry. Dougie, I apologize for even bloody suggesting that JDM has pillow hands. Dougie, I was thinking you could make a list of all the current original characters. Yeah, we should do that. Like, make it a tier list. Yeah, we should do that, Benny. Let me know. Let me write them down. We'll get a bit of a list going. I'll write down a list for you, and we'll come up with them. JDM bloody battered him. What's up, Cheddarhead? Good to see you, mate. JDM bloody battered him, mate. Battered him. Aussie. Oi. Low. JDM broke his face into goddamn places. What's up, TY? Good to see you. Cheddarhead, you're a mod now. Good stuff. Cheddar is not a mod now. No, he's just a member. That's why he's in green, Nubby and MMA. Dougie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize for even suggesting that JDM has pillow. No, Toad suggested JDM pillow heads. But that's all right. That's all right. I get it. I understand why. You know, we've all made mistakes before in the past. I've certainly made more than a few. Ben was saying Mayon Fiant should get an immediate rematch in the Discord. Who cares? Honest to God, who cares about WMMA? JDM lacks the power and will allow him to absolutely cardio mog Islam like Volk did. JDM 5th round TKO after gassing out Islam with the scrambles and the body shots. Toad, we're back on the same page. Yes, Toad. Dude, yesterday was wild, TY. I'm happy that we're back on the same page, Toadathan. Yes, I love that one, Toad. I love that. I'll write the list right now and let me know if I miss anything. Thank you, Ben. Also, Ben, for you, I made lyrics to an Australian song, a JDM song. I made lyrics to a JDM song. JDM is the king of MMA. JDM is the GOAT of MMA. Where do we put him in the GOAT list? Top 10? Got to give Bilal respect for scrapping and surviving. You do have to give Bilal a lot of respect. Bilal, man, he did not want to let go of that hard-earned belt, dude. He did not want to let go of that hard-earned belt. He should move up a weight class, be a double champ. He should, mate. Why not? JDM for the bloody GOAT, mate. Heavyweight champion of the world. I apologize on his behalf. Fair enough. King Nubby in the chat. Yeah, King Nubby MMA is here. Good to see King Nubby. He's popped in every now and then. Good to see King Nubby MMA. King Nubby, are we a channel or are we just an avid... Are we an avid friend of the channel or does King Nubby have his own channel? Let us have a look. King Nubby has his own channel. King Nubby has his own channel. Is he making videos? He does. Videos 3 days ago, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, mate. Shout out to King Nubby MMA. He'll make a video every now and then just for a bit of a lark, just to have a bit of a larrikin of a time on MMA YouTube. So shout out to King Nubby MMA. Check him out. Nubby MMA. There he is. Dude, JDM is going to be a champ for a long time. I think he is. Bilal, I'm so fucking happy. Me too, man. I loved seeing it. Let's go. I want to hear the song, but I don't. But I dong. But don't dong. But don't dong. In front of Khabib in Arabia. What? Have JDM in front of Khabib in Arabia? No, let's do it in Perth. Hashtag Volk's Revenge. JDM is too easy. Don't forget the Bilal song. I won't forget the Bilal song. Congratulations from the Suffers. What's up, Peter, brother? Thank you so much, dude. Congratulations to to all of Australia, mate. You think maybe after Bilal's effort yesterday, he might have taken a Royd King off Marab. I think after maybe Bilal's effort yesterday, he might have taken the Royd King title off Marab. Dude, Bilal fought so hard. Bilal's fought so hard. Like, I really, really, really respect Bilal Muhammad. Really respect Bilal Muhammad. Okay, so we have Crusader BSD, JDM Mercenary, Monster Bilal, Crow Aerial, Scientist, Dougie, Evil Dougie, and Zesty. I like them, man. I'll write you in. All right, thank you. So I don't have to copy and paste it right now. Yeah, I'll put it into a... I might do... You know what, Ben? There's a tier list that we don't talk about in the members section. I've made a secret tier list just for the channel members. I might make that one a members tier list because it wouldn't do too well for the whole channel. What's up, Bruce Wayne? How are you, brother? Prediction for Islam Makhachev versus JDM. Bruce Wayne, what do you think, bro? What do you think? And I'm serious. I know, obviously, I'm very biased. Clearly, right? Australian man. I get it. I'm very biased. But... no hips, Dustin Poirier. How did he go in that fight? How did Islam Makhachev go holding down no hips, Dustin Poirier? Alexander Volkanovski, fight number 1 in Perth. How did Islam Makhachev go at holding down Alexander Volkanovski? Thick, big, juicy, on steroids, Bilal Muhammad. He couldn't hold down JDM. How do you think the fight is going to go, Bruce Wayne, in all seriousness? I took Bilal by wrestling and JDM surprised me. New fan, 100% hope he beats Islam. I think he will, Nubby MMA. And welcome to the fan, and welcome to the #1 Jack Della Maddalena propaganda page, my friend. I noticed JDM kept a lower guard than usual, be ready for the takedown attempts, and massively improved his head movement. Which was a new form of defense. So we're going to look at something in the fight in today's video. We're going to look at something in the fight in today's live stream. I think JDM has come up with a new way of getting off the cage. He did it twice, and when I saw him do it the first time, I watched back the fight last night. When I saw him do it the first time, I thought it was just something retarded that happened. But he did it twice, which means he did it on purpose. And both times that he did it, it broke Bilal's cage control up against the fence when we're grappling up against the cage. I've never seen a fighter break cage control like this. So I don't know if this is something that Craig Jones has come up with, but it's not just retard strength, Chadhead. But there is a way that they are breaking it up against the cage, which is really fucking interesting. So I'm just going to skim through the fight now here on my second screen because I don't think they got up into the cage control until the second round at least. And when I see it, I'll bring it up on the screen. And if any of you guys who train grappling or train jiu-jitsu know what JDM is doing here, I'd love to hear one of you guys explain it to me. So I'm just starting the second round now here, and I'll bring it up once they get into the cage. Ben didn't even put the Dark Lord Ben didn't even put Dark Lord Ben Rothwell up. Well, Dark Lord Ben Rothwell isn't really a impression that I do, Nacho, is it? KO, but which round? I reckon round 3 KO JDM over Islam Makhachev. Best tier list ever. It's on my daily rotation. No, it's not, TY. Stop it. I have way more respect for Bilal than Ian Gary. Me too. Bilal fought with so much effort in the last 2 rounds. Fuck, did Bilal want to win that fight, man. Fuck me, did Bilal want to win that fight. He did everything he could to win that fight. Also, his footwork looked way better. At least it was probably one of the few things that could work with one arm. Yeah, his footwork looked great, too. The way that he kept circling back into the center so he didn't have the cage behind him. Always kept the Monster Energy logo within like 2 or 3 feet in front of him. Really good. Ben Rothwell is an original character, but it's an itty-bitty tiny Ben Rothwell. We got to come up with an itty-bitty tiny Ben Rothwell for the character. I love watching JDM's long combo, scrambles, and get up. Dude, he's just... this is obviously going to be a JDM Glaze session today, but fuck me, is it fun to watch. It is, man. His combos are fucking sick, and now that his scrambles have gotten so much better, like, when we thought he was giving up in round 5, he was just getting his breath back. He was just centering himself ready for the big blast back up, which was amazing. Can we hear the JDM song lyrics? I'm not talking regular impressions. These are the original characters. All right, JDM song lyrics. Okay, hang on one second. We'll do the... Hang on one second. JDM song. Let me go to YouTube. Let me bring up Men at Work on YouTube. Because I got to hear the song to get you the lyric. And someone should clip this and send this to Cheddarhead. So, not Cheddarhead. Someone should clip this and send this to Musical MMA so he can actually make this a song. What's up, Christian Grey? Men at Work Down Under. Men at Work Down Under. JDM have some of the best cage awareness in the UFC. Bilal, wait till I show you this move that he does. It's so strange to me how he can actually do this. It's very, very strange to me how he can do this. And I don't know if I don't know if I'm getting blown away by something that's very normal for grapplers, but I swear to God, we don't usually see this when people are getting held up against the cage. But first things first, I'll do the song lyrics that I came up with. The song lyrics that I came up with for Ben, because Ben wanted to hear a JDM song. Music. Here are the lyrics. Okay, 1 second. Training. All right, wait, 1 second, 1 second. This is like fucking sober ass karaoke on a live stream. Hang on a second. All right. It goes. Training in a gym with Craig Jones, so we can counter grapple the dagger stones. I met a striker. He made me nervous. We sparred some rounds, slept me unconscious. And he said, learn to strike in the land down under. JDM and Volca champs, yeah. Can you hear their thunder? Here they come, you better take cover. We got one more verse, Ben, one more verse. Rolling with a man from the West Coast. Was 6'1" and had a broken nose. I tapped wide and chopped the damage. He just laughed and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. Learned to strike in the land down under. JDM and Volca champs, yeah. There you go, Benny. There you go, mate. There you go, mate. So there's the lyrics for you, Benny. Training in a gym with Craig Jones so we can counter grapple the dagger stones. I met a striker. He made me nervous. We sparred some rounds, slept me unconscious. And he said, learn to strike in the land down under. JDM and Volca champs, yeah. Can you hear the thunder? Here they come, but you better take cover. Rolling with a man from the West Coast. He was 6'1" and had a broken nose. I tapped, why don't you stop the damage? And he just laughed and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. There you go, mate. Send it to fucking Musical MMA. Send it to Musical MMA. Get it done. Who are the Dagger Stones? A place near... Well, you gotta put a bit of a twang. You gotta give it a little bit of a... fucking... Musical will figure out the rest. That's a nice base for Musical to work with, yeah? That's a damn good base for Musical to work with. P. Diddy signed this dude already. Oh, fuck me. Dead ass sober karaoke on a live stream. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. There you go. I told you I just had to sit in traffic for a little bit, Ben, and come up with it. That's all I had to do. I had to sit in traffic for a little bit and come up with some lyrics. So now I got to come up with some lyrics for a full Bilal Muhammad song. I'll come up with something. I'll think of something, mate. I'll think of something. So there we go. All right, so I'm back to just quickly watching the second round over here on this screen. So let's chat. Let's enjoy. What's up, Super Shotgun? Good to see you, brother. Why do we feel like we have still not got an announcement for UFC 314? Does Ilia Topuria not want to fight for the interim title? Does he want to fight for the real title? What is going on there with that? What do you think was the conference call? So glad that bum is out of the championship picture for good. Me too, Shotgun. Me too, man. I mean, it's so welterweight is just too fun to have Bilal as the champ. When you've got Brady and Shavkat and Gary and JDM and Buckley, Bilal is the least interesting option out of all those motherfuckers to have there. You can't be having Bilal there. You can't be having Bilal there. You have the intro for the Bilal song at least. Oh no, at least we have that, dude. At least we have that. Okay, they're not up against the cage yet. Let me fast forward this a little bit. Not up against the cage yet. Is this it? Let's go back a bit. Yeah, okay, here we are. No, we didn't do it in that sequence. Okay. I've got to admit, though, that Bilal made it the fight of the year. He seriously did, dude. He seriously did. One of the championship fights of the year. Yeah. Bilal tried so hard, man. Dude beat Leon, then sat on the belt taking a shit on Twitter for a fucking year and didn't imagine a single defense. Worst champ of... He's not the worst champ of all time. The girl that literally had to get fired because she didn't want to fight Chris Cyborg is the worst champ we've ever had. But no, he wasn't the worst champ of all time. And he didn't sit on the belt. He tried to fight in December last year, but his toe got injured. Like, let's be a bit nice. Rob was laughing, saying Bilal said he's not leaving Montreal without the belt. What are you going to do now? Stay there for Dude, the shit-talking Bilal did, and the clap back that's come from the MMA community. Fucking, did you see Drickus Duplessis on Twitter? Drickus on Twitter just goes, nice fight. Lol. If Islam refuses to give up the 155-pound title, he should come back to 155-pound, win or lose to JDM. I think the reason, Cheddarhead, they don't want to do that is because, let's just say, right, in some crazy world, Islam Makhachev beats JDM. Well, then he holds the 155 title and the welterweight title. Islam Makhachev is not busy enough to keep both of those super stacked and super busy divisions going at the same time. He doesn't fight like Volk and Israel Adesanya. He's not as busy as those two are, so... yeah, it's not a good option for the UFC. He's got to give up at least one title. Remember all the shit people said Leon when he lost to Bilal? Keep that same energy bit. That is true, man. They were dick riding. And I've noticed all the people that were talking shit about me for all the JDM propaganda I was running, I'm all real fucking silent today. I think it all started with you jokingly singing Bilal's name. It's just something Guru did. And I was just doing an impression and I just did the exact same thing Guru did. I didn't come up with the fucking Bilal song. The best news is that Bilal is about to turn 27, so we will see a brutal decline and see him get sent to the shadow round. True, he's not bouncing back from there. He'll never get another title shot again, ever. What's up, JT? Islam can barely keep lightweight busy. Exactly, brother. So I can see why they would want him to vacate lightweight. I mean, if he does beat JDM, he's going to have to vacate welterweight or vacate lightweight. They're just planning ahead. But again, why are we not ready for this the moment 315 is over? Why is this a fucking thing? Stand your ground for your boy. True. I stand on guard for your boy. Notice Bilal turned up the shit talk as he learned he was fighting JDM instead of Shavkat. Thought it'd be an easier fight. He was very, very wrong. Dude, he really thought he'd make easy work of JDM. The audacity of Bilal saying that he was going to move up to 185 and beat Drickus. I know, dude. What a fucking joke. Can you do an impression of Evil Dougie getting the UFC belt and refusing to fight anyone? Fucking g'day, cunts. It's my belt now. Maybe I might just go to Thailand and film a Russian TV show. Fuck 'em. The funniest was when I saw people saying Bilal was unbeatable and going to have a long reign. Like, dude wasn't fucking 37. Yeah, they were really... like, how it was physically impossible for him to have a long reign, and the UFC did that on purpose. I didn't realize before Volk versus Islam that rehydration is much shorter in Abu Dhabi. I'm surprised people don't talk about that as a factor for Volk versus Islam too, and the future JDM match. I try and bring it up as much as I can, Bruce Wayne, when I say Volk never had a better chance of beating... I try and do it when I give Islam Makhachev credit. Like, he was severely dehydrated for that fight. Volk came in heavier, and he still beat Volk fair and square. So, yeah. No, I think you're right, dude. Bilal fans are now saying 48, 47 and as a domination. Oh, yeah? What about him dominating Leon Edwards? What about when he dominated Leon Edwards? I didn't know Guru did that. Yeah, Guru came up with it. Yep. Would you rather perish in an air disaster or a boat sinking? Boat sinking. I don't think drowning would be that bad. No one else at welterweight will beat Bilal. Watch. No one else at welterweight will beat Bilal. That just helps JDM win so much more. What's up, Larry? How are you, brother? Good to see you, man. I hope you're good, dude. I like JDM as well. He's a breath of fresh air, but he isn't about to shit talk nonsense and he just wants to fight. Yeah, I mean, he'll shit talk when people ask him direct questions. But if you don't ask him a direct question, he'll just be fucking chill. He'll just be chill. But if you ask him a direct question, then he'll start to shit talk. I remember when Bilal saying it was greater than GSP. I know, dude. What a joke. You already have some film experience in Thailand, don't you? I mean, you know, if you're going to go to Thailand, you might as well get experienced with it, you know what I mean? You read that so right. I noted, I couldn't get my brain around it at all. Everyone will remember Bilal's reign. They'll remember it for all the wrong fucking reasons, dude. For all the fucking wrong reasons. 0 defenses. Hang on one second, chat. Let me make sure I'm here. Okay, cool. Zero defenses. He'll be forgotten in time as another mid-welterweight champ that never did anything. I think he will get forgotten about. Yeah, I do. I think once because the UFC will never promote him. He'll never be on one of those lists of all the great welterweight champions. All the great champions. They'll never remember him. What's up, B Fatty? Good to see you, man. I said Bilal beats all but JDM. He still does for the next year and a half. Okay, so you're still going to back Bilal in his next couple of fights. Nice. What's up, B Fatty? Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well, dude. I had JDM winning 1, 2, 3, and 4. When I went back and watched it, I had JDM winning every round except the 4th round. They should book Leon versus Bilal 3. It's time for the rematch. I mean, why the fuck not? Honestly, Shotgun, why the fuck not? They might as well. They might as well, right? I, as coping cringe, Mike Malott saying I was coping cringe, Mike Malott saying it was part of the Canadian anthem. I was coping cringe, Mike Malott saying part of the Canadian Canistan anthem. Chris, I don't understand what the fuck you're saying there. I was so pissed, I wanted Radke to say it again. Right, so you're fucking pissed off at Mike Malott winning, and you wanted Radke to have his moment on the microphone? I'm with you, dude. Like when he destroyed Ian the cuck at the press conference, dude, that was fucking hilarious. And then again at the post fight, they're like, "What did you say about Ian Gary and his kid?" He just went, "Yep, I said it, and I believe it." He wasn't even trying to talk shit. He was just saying his honest opinion. That dude, I watched his interview with Nina Drama, and Nina Drama goes, "Do you think I have any pets?" And he goes, "You probably have 5 cats." Like, if you're going to ask him a question, he's just going to answer it straight up. Queen Buckley puts JDM flat on his face. No, B Flatty. No. People will remember Pat Miletich more than Bilal. Yes, they will. They legit will. True. If Islam tries to use a shorter rehydration window as an excuse in a fight where he's fighting upper weight class, I will lose a lot of respect for him. Fair. Yeah, fair, dude. Especially since he knows that that's what's going to be happening when he's in Australia. Like, he can't use the rehydration excuse. You are going to be at your best, Islam Makhachev, at 170. Bring it, I say. They both need a win. There will be spicy, and they both need a win. There will be spicy shit talk. No, I love Bilal versus Leon 3. Why not? And fire the loser. Why the fuck not? Is JDM going to do it here? Say it again, JDM. No, that's not where he does it. That's where he tries to get the grappling on Bilal. All good. I was so pissed I wanted Radke to say it again. Soy Montreal. Yeah, that would have pissed Montreal off, and it would have been fucking glorious, mate. Glorious. Remember when Bilal beat Leon and said Leon had to wait 3 years to get a rematch? Like he was still going to be champ at 40? Delusional. Yeah, Bilal was saying a lot of shit. Bilal spent a lot of time shit talking over the last year. A lot of time shit talking. Autism is the best base for MMA. Can't wait for Islam versus JDM. Dude, Islam versus JDM is going to be a sick fucking fight. And I'm telling you, Islam Makhachev is not going to want to retire on a loss. And he will move back down. And we are going to get Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria. We're just going to get it next year, just before Ramadan. That's all it's going to be. I think JDM smashes Islam. So do I, dude. Buckley will get pieced the fuck up when he crashes in against JDM. Yeah, dude, if he wants to try those like big, meaty overhand Dricus du Plessis hooks against the short, sharp, low center of gravity JDM with his beautiful head movement, bring it, Buckley. Bring it, mate. Islam struggled like hell to get an old on no hips Dustin Poirier down and went life and death with featherweight vault. He did. What's up, Lorenzo Picks? How are you, man? Good to see you, dude. Great pick, Doug. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I didn't see what you picked, bro. I didn't see what you picked. Did you end up picking that way, or were you just enjoying the fight for what it was, man? Yeah, dude, if you can't hold down Alexander Volkanovski and Dustin Poirier, and Bilal Muhammad can't hold down JDM, Islam Makhachev is not holding down JDM. Bilal spent a lot of time shit-talking on Twitter and didn't fight. That always annoyed me. I mean, again, you can't blame Bilal for his inactivity while he was a champion. He tried to fight in December. I didn't realize just how much damage Bilal actually did till I watched JDM's post-fight interview. The man's eye was a bloody balloon, mate. He didn't even have a fucking nose left. I picked Zahabi. Thanks for... Oh, fair enough, dude. Fair enough, man. Nice. Nice. Well, good pick with that one, man. Great pick with that one. I picked Aldo. Yeah, I picked Aldo. Yeah, we can't get them all, right? If we could, we'd be fucking rich, wouldn't we, mate? But yeah, no, but that's the thing, dude. Like, Larry, Bilal brought the fucking fight to JDM. He brought the fight to JDM. It was amazing. They both did really, really well. But I didn't realize how much damage JDM did to Bilal's face after the fight either. Like, Bilal's lip and his eyeballs were fucked as well. Volk winning the belt back. Bo is going to get fiddled. Jack winning the belt. Has this been the best few results in a row in history? It feels like it, dude. It feels like we're on a real fucking run here. A real fucking glorious run. I'm loving it, man. All right, is this the move that he does? No. Okay. I always say if you win the belt, you get 6 months to talk shit and drink it in. If you still haven't fought after 6 months for whatever reason, you need to shut the fuck up and defend your belt. I get what you're saying, but I also appreciate that, like, Bilal did quite literally try and defend his belt. Like, he was booked in for December or November, whatever it was, and it just didn't work. Like, you know, that's not his fault. Sorry, I'm trying to find this move that JDM does to break up the grappling, and it's like I'm using a pirated stream, so obviously, you know, every time I click on the screen, I have to click out of ads. I'm just trying to... No, that's not it. Can you do an impression of Crusader BSD forcing Bilal to take a breath mint? Welcome, we are in charge now. Bring me the guillotine. Now, Bilal, you will take a breath mint or your head will be going in here. I'll have JDM shove you into it. JDM just revived the UFC. He fucking did, dude. He fucking did, dude. He brought life back into it. Oh, man. Honestly, JDM and Bucktooth Buckley are both entertaining, skilled, likable fighters, so I guess the deciding factor is race, don't you reckon? Not really. Not really. I don't think it could be race. I think it could just be style, shit talk, you know? Just depends which one you like more. I don't think race has to be the deciding factor, but that is a classic MMA sort of way to look at it. Yeah, why not? I remember a few months ago after Pereira lost, everyone was saying we're in the dark time. I know, dude. I remember that, dude. But now it's like John Jones is going to punch a hooker in Thailand tonight. Tom Aspinall is the heavyweight champion. DDP is the champion. Volk is the champion. JDM is the champion. Times are fucking good, baby. Times are fucking good. Cheddar, 10 out of 12 hasn't earned you a mod, my friend. Oh, nice one, dude. Nice Cheddarhead. Great work. I only have one mod on this channel, and he's the best fucking mod in the business. So one mod is all I need. Definitely Bilal got messed up too. Huge respect, dude. It was a fucking war. They both did so good. Is this the part where JDM does it? Is this the move? God, this would be so much easier if the pay-per-view... Yeah, this is the move. Right, I found it. Right, chat, everyone stop typing. Do we have any grapplers in chat? Everyone stop typing what you're typing right now. Does anyone here train grappling? Does anyone do jiu-jitsu? Does anyone... I know I'm asking who's the gay one in the chat. I'm not trying to out you, you know, for being one. I'm just asking who does jiu-jitsu. You know, I'll even not make fun of you for being gay. Cheddarhead, you do... Are you legit? Do you legit train? I've trained grappling in dark alleyways. I train UFC. Fucking hell, JT. And Valentina is still the champ too. By the way, Chris, no one cares about that. All right, maybe no one can... All right, hang on a second. Present? All right, cool. So someone explain to me what is this thing that JDM is doing? Where should I put the screen? Let me do it here. Clock. Yeah, let's do this. Properties. No, let's do this. Let's just add a whole new fucking screen overlay to this. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Select a window. Yeah, sick. Alright, cool. Alright, watch JDM's leg here. Watch JDM's leg here and how he uses it to break Bilal Muhammad. So what JDM does, and he's done this twice, is Bilal Muhammad is pushing JDM up against the cage, and JDM does this weird fucking kick flick thing with his leg, and it breaks Bilal Muhammad's center of gravity. And it's what JDM uses to spin off the cage. And he did it 2 or 3 times during the fight. So I don't know what it is, and I need a trained martial artist to explain it to me, because I've never seen it before. But when he was repeating it, that's when I knew this wasn't retardation. This was an actual technique that he was using. We go back. Here's this. It's this leg here. This leg here. See that weird kick that he does? That weird fucking kickback? It's this kickback that he does. And it's just enough to just wobble Belal out of his place. You see that? What the fuck is that? So Bilal's got his center of gravity there, and JDM gets his leg ready, and he's just going to fucking kick back and shuck him off. See? And it throws Belal off a little bit. A Nasagari donkey kick, shithead. You are a fuckwit. Anyway. He hit Gilbert with that in round 1. Did he? It's so strange. Has anyone seen any other fighters do this? Legitimately, has anyone seen any other fighters do this? It just sets off the person pushing you against the cage. It just sort of shakes them a little bit. And they have to re-get their center of gravity. And as a mixed martial artist myself, those are called bat blocks, Dougie. They're not called bat blocks. Bat blocks from Bruce Wayne. I think it's just a throw attempt, but also just to disrupt Belal in an attempt to change momentum. I think that's what it is. The Mitsubishi Natsugaki. It's not a Mitsubishi. Okay, so no one knows. It almost looks like he was trying for an Uchimata. Now, that's a real thing. What's an Uchimata? What the fuck is an Uchimata? What the fuck is an Uchimata? Let's have a look. A fucking Uchimata. The fuck is a fucking... I've heard it, but I've not seen it. Lots of fighters do that. It's a judo... That's not a judo toss, dude. That's not a judo toss. That's not a judo toss. Uchimata. An Uchimata. Alright, let's have a look. An Uchimata. Not really. Oh, kind of. Yeah, it is a bit like an Uchimata. A little bit. Maybe it's just like the, like... I don't know. I think maybe Craig Jones has just come up with this. I think Craig Jones has just sort of come up with this. It is kind of like an Uchimata, but it's not like he's committing to one. He's sort of just putting one out there just to wobble the person pressing you against the cage. I told you JDM versus Ilya will slap in 2027. Dude, JDM versus Ilya, Portuguese Herzog. Imagine. JDM would fucking kill him. I caught an Ichimata from a sketchy hooker from Bali. Yeah, that will. I mean, you will. I mean, that's what John Jones is catching tonight, an Ichimata. Sorry, bro, but it was a little closer to... Yeah. It's a North Korean version of an Okra. Alright, that's enough. That's enough. Belal really thought he could go toe-to-toe with JDM, and his ego took the belt away. It did, Prantham. It did, dude. He thought he actually had fucking Canelo hands, dude. Can you imagine? So anyway, guys, it's just to harass them. That's what I didn't know Portuguese Herzog if there was like a... I didn't know if this was like a known move that I was just seeing for the first time that I didn't understand. I think it's just a technique they've come... The bat block from Bruce Wayne was fucking gold. I think this is just a technique that the Aussies have come up with. Generally, you'd want to have the whizzer if you actually wanted to try and complete it, but he may have just been doing to kind of off-balance Belal and give himself an escape. Larry, this is what I think it is, because he did the exact same thing 2 or 3 times in the fight. He does the exact same thing. He pushes his shoulder into the cage, he settles his balance down, and then he just throws this back leg up to just toss Belal off his center of gravity. And in that second, go to 145 in the Jack Della Maddalena versus Gilbert Burns highlights by Fox Sports Australia. I will right after. I will, Lorenzo. I will. But yeah, it's in that. He hit it in the best there. Yeah, so it's just something that he does just to fucking get things going. Afternoon, Dougie. I hope your Monday wasn't too shitty. It was, but it doesn't matter. I was able to keep my good mood because JDM won the belt. Do you notice how Bilal suddenly went through a second puberty in his mid-30s? Look at his body in his 20s compared to now. Such an obvious juicer. He is an obvious juicer. Very true. Can you do an impression of mad scientist Corey giving Bilal a hand transplant, literally giving him Canelo hands? Okay, we're going to do a little bit of an Uchimaru, a little bit of switching stances, and give me your hands. Give me your hands! Yeah, Canelo hands. Look at what I have done. But he got that dog in him. He didn't give up, and it was an exciting fight of his career. Dude, Bilal fought like he had never fucking fought before. You got to respect the fire in Bilal. You have to respect the fire. Amazing fight from both of them. I need to make a newspaper company so I can put Oz champs on the back of the sports section. I'm disgusted, but not surprised by the Australian media. On the way home, I stopped at a fucking servo and had a look at the old newspaper. Not even a fucking word on JDM. A kusasashi is a Japanese term for balancing. Probably fair to just call it that. Yeah, I think we'll call this the JDM kusashi. The JDM kusashi. The Aussies invented this move. JDM literally came up with his own fucking move, boys. It's incredible. Incredible. I'll bring it back up one more time. Puts his shoulder into... Are you from Perth? Nah, brother, I'm from Melbourne. Puts his shoulder into the cage. Oh, fuck, I'm going to get so copyright struck for this. Puts his shoulder into the cage, settles himself into the cage, this leg here, and he just throws it between Bilal's legs just to fuck with him a little bit. Just to fuck with him a little bit. Bang! He does it a couple of times. Amazing! Amazing. We are literally coming up with counter-grappling moves on the fucking fly, boy. Now, what's your pick on Islam versus JDM? I'm picking JDM, Prantham. Islam Makhachev couldn't hold down. Volkanovski, so Islam Makhachev won't be able to hold down JDM. Islam Makhachev couldn't hold down Tapuria, so he won't be able to hold him down. Islam Makhachev wasn't able to hold down Dustin Poirier, so he won't be able to hold down JDM either. Right. Bilal's never lost a boring fight. He always goes for it and gets fucked up in the process. Never lost a boring fight. I mean, he's certainly had a lot of boring fights, but no, he's never lost a boring fight. That's very true. I bring you this because kushishashi is the term used in grappling training, so it'll make you sound more smarter than just saying off-balancing. Yeah, MMA fans have to do that. We've got to use Japanese words for things so it sounds cooler than just saying throwing him off balance. UFC did Aldo so fucking dirty. Yeah, they did, dude. Just, you've already got the package from his Hall of Fame induction. Just fucking click play. I went to the fucking servo and got a golden gay time. That's right, JVD Media. 5-minute glazing session for Anthony fucking Smith and nothing for Aljo. I know. 145, bro. Yes. So, Lorenzo picks. What did you say it was? Go to 145 in Jack Della Maddalena versus Gilbert Burns highlights by Fox Sports Australia. JDM versus Gilbert Burns. Fox Sports Oz. 145. I will go to it. I'm bringing it up on the screen now. Jack Della Maddalena, Fox Sports Australia. Let me just read some chats, Lorenzo, and I will go to it, mate. I will go to it. But thank you for reminding me, brother. I appreciate you. Kusi, pronounced like Kuzushi. Okay, the JDM Kuzushi. The JDM Kuzushi. He literally came up with it on his own. It's a very real thing! I feel like JDM's mid-performance against Basil Alvarez gave people a bad impression of his takedown defense. Truly retarded! He's been in many fights since then. Should have looked past just one bad one. Alright, here it is. The Gilbert Burns fight. The Gilbert Burns fight. Here it is, up against the cage. The Gilbert Burns fight. He does the same thing! Oh my god, he's fucking come up with new moves on the fly, boys! He's coming up with fucking... He knows how to break grappling against the cage! Him and Craig Jones have figured it out themselves! Watch it again! We're right! JDM has actually come up with his own fucking counter grappling! Oh my god! We did it, boys! We came up with the Australian Kazushi! We did it! We came up with how to get off the cage. Australia came up with it. I gotta open the balcony. Oh, fuck. That's too fucking funny. That is too fucking funny. We came up with how to do this. Oh, fuck. That is so fucking funny. Oh, my God. What's up, Chihuahua? How are you, brother? Oh, my God. That's fucking hilarious. All right, where are some chats at? Dougie been watching back JDM's whole bloody career since the... Mate, non-stop, on repeat, all bloody day. Lorenzo, a good young fellow, Perthite, kicking his shit. Well done, and kudos. Well done. Dude, Lorenzo saw it. Lorenzo saw the little trick of the heel as well, dude. It's just about paying respect to the traditions of where the martial arts we practice come from. Yeah, that is fair enough, dude. The JDM Kizushi. The good news is JDM is only 28. So many years of bangers to come. Oh, we've got so many good fights ahead of us. We're in Australia. I'm from Perth, so I'm not even like... from Australia. So JDM's from Perth, which is like LA, and I'm from Melbourne, which is on the other side. So it's like New York to LA, Melbourne to Perth. I'm not even near JDM in Australia. But, you know, it's the same fucking island, so we'll claim it. Hopefully JDM and Craig Jones can share their knowledge to all the top strikers of every division, mainly Pereira. Yes, you know what? On behalf of the Australian delegation, I will allow us to share our secrets of the Australian Kizushi with the rest of the strikers in the UFC. It's completely different sides of Australia. Completely different. JDM used to have bad initial takedown defense because of his high guard, but against Bilal, he has lowered his hands and used more head movement. Yeah, something that Tapuria's been... UFC Perth, can't wait for it. GT, can't wait for it. Toad, that's something that Tapuria's been doing with his boxing stance, is really lowering it and getting down into himself, so you're ready to get the hands down when the striker comes at you. Dougie, you wouldn't believe what I did today to celebrate JDM's. What did you do, Christian Grey? Was it meat pie orientated? Did you make yourself a meat pie? Glad JDM solved that problem early in his career before he developed a major Peter Yan syndrome. Yeah, I mean, so many of the good strikers just get held against the cage. But JDM and Craig Jones have come up with this bizarre way to get off the cage that has now, I can see it, it's repeatedly worked against two opponents. And it worked against Bilal 2 or 3 times in the fight. You got your own Jack down at featherweight. Get off the Perth King. You got your own Jack down at featherweight. Get off the Perth King. Yeah, that's true. We've got Volkanovski. Let Perth have JDM. But Lorenzo, that's fucking great that you saw that as well, dude. I thought I was just being retarded and uneducated. But that's amazing that you saw that and was able to pull that up in your memory so fucking quickly. Like, how did you see that so quickly straight away? That's amazing, man. Honestly, that's amazing, dude. If Melbourne is Aussie, New York, what is Sydney and Brisbane? Then I'm just saying it in the idea of so you can visualize it. So you can visualize where they are on the country when you put it on an American map. Although I guess Sydney would be Boston and Brisbane would be whatever major city is higher than Boston, I guess. Jack Jenkins is Melbourne's own. True, but Jack Jenkins' get-ups is shit. He is shit on the ground. He's really got to learn to get up. JDM is going to go down as the best welterweight in history. Maybe, Aussie. Bloody maybe, mate. UFC Perth, JDM versus Islam, Volk versus Evloev, Russia versus Australia 2, Craig Jones versus all of Russia. Yeah, essentially, JT. Essentially, man, that's what we need to go for, dude. Hashtag, we need to just rename that one pay-per-view like we used to rename pay-per-views. And it's just going to be called UFC Perth Volk's Revenge. That's it. That's what it's going to be called. I had a buttered Pop-Tart and it was fucking glorious. Oh, beautiful, Christian Graytham. Beautiful. All right, let me go all the way back up and see if I missed any chats. Because we were having a damn good laugh and I'm sure I missed some chats. So let me go all the way back up to the top to make sure I got everyone's chats. Respect nothing about Bilal. Fuck the bump. No, I respect Bilal. I respect how hard he fought. The Aussies invented it. The Aussies invented that move, Christian Grey. I'm still devastated you didn't go Cruster mode for Jack. I really wanted to watch the fight, Nacho. And it's hard to really see the fights properly through those fucking glasses, dude. Yeah. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. Improving drastically. Improving drastically your physique, doubling the size of your head, and getting 30 times better at cardio super quickly in your mid-30s. Bilal the Natty Muhammad. Yeah, he does steroids. But most of them do. I mean, Timmy believes that JDM's on steroids. But he only went to Boston. I told you the cities that I've been to. I went to Boston, New York, Philadelphia. There's cities in America that I've been to. They should do Bilal versus Ian next. No, Ian doesn't deserve the number one contender. No. They should do Shavkat Bilal, to be honest. Because when you think about it, right, like, Buckley's going to beat Usman, who's ranked number 3. Brady just beat Leon, who's ranked number 1. Shavkat is coming off a win against Ian, but Ian was ranked number 7. Tim, thank you for the $10, man. For the kick I got from you not acknowledging my part in the Not the AM bet. Brilliant, bro. Loved it. You don't roll me too much. Oh, dude, thank you so much for the $10, Timmy. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it, man. Man, it was a fucking wild stream, dude. It was a wild stream. There was a lot happening at once, and I appreciate the stream. And thank you for the Not the AM bro bet. My stream got demonetized and flagged by copyright. Not for playing the Australian Land Down Under song, which did get today's video copyright and struck and unmonetizable, but it was from the knockout against the cage in 1993 that we saw, where the head was pushed back. So in 48 hours time, we'll know if that $100 is mine or if it's the UFC's. We'll find out together. I'm very excited for that. But thank you very much, Tim, for the $10. That's a lot of money. And you also gave money and donated to the stream yesterday as well. So thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, dude. I'd rather fresh matchup versus... okay, did I get everyone? Fix it then, Chris. Great. Tell us what flavored Pop-Tart. Yeah, Christian, great. What flavored Pop-Tart did you have, mate? Fix it? They're fucking polarized sunglasses, cunt. What do you want me to do? It's a fucking screen and polarized fucking sunglasses, mate. Okay? There's only so much I can fucking do about it, mate. What do you want me to do? Get an LCD monitor? Maybe that's what I'll have to do. If they take your donos, we riot. Tell me about it, mate. I don't think the donos get taken away. We'll find out. And it says 48 hours and I'll know. And that was this morning. So give it time. We'll find out together. And thank you again, Not the Ambro, for the $100 yesterday, brother. That's so much money, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you, dude. Thank you very much. And thank you, Tim. And thank both of you for making the bet. Sounds fantastic. Sounds bloody beautiful, mate. Had a strawberry milkshake flavored Pop-Tart. Fucking beautiful. New flavor and it was wonderful. Top 5 Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tart JDM fights. Bilal's good eyes. Sorry for taking so long to get to your comment, mate. Thank you. If you're still here, sorry for piss farting around Bilal's good eye. That's my fault, mate. JDM has proved he has elite head movement, footwork, and timing. It's borderline impossible to take down. Even if you manage to do that, he isn't down for long. Islam is fucking cooked. Honestly, dude, if you watch the JDM Bilal Muhammad fight and the JDM Gilbert Burns fight, is a fucking big hill up battle. If your plan is to take JDM down and hold him there, good fucking luck, man. I'd rather a fresh matchup. Shotgun. I want Leon versus a striker next. Bros had only wrestlers for years. That is true, Nacho. That is true. Yeah. So the video I'm going to make tonight is going to be matchmaking the entire welterweight division. What is up, Eric? JDM for sure had to be onto something just to recover from multiple major surgeries on his arm. There you go, Not the Amber. Yeah, I mean, I don't deny that there's a chance JDM was on the roids. I don't deny it at all. UFC Perth, hashtag Volks Revenge, Craig Jones's Russian eradication plan. Craig Jones's Russian eradication plan. Very good, JT. Back to the Apex for Bilal. Yeah, headlock. Co-main event at the Apex. Bilal, get the fuck out of here. You went to San Francisco to see John Jones and the Homeless Guys? I didn't, Christian Gay. I didn't. That's what you get for that. Your stream got flagged for gayness? Might have, dude. The Tank Abbott fight. Yeah, the Tank Abbott fight got me fucking demonetized. So we'll see. Might be $100 to the Tank Abbott fight. If they take your donos, we'll riot. We'll find out. Impression of Dana as a slave owner back in the day. No, and he punches Buckley and Usman as friends over his house. And he purchases Buckley and Usman and has friends over to his house. No, Bruce Wayne. I'm not doing an impression of slave owner Dana White forcing Buckley and Usman to fight each other. Are you fucking crazy? YouTube can take donations away. That's messed up. We'll find out together. It says the stream is completely unmonetizable and all the money from the stream goes to UFC. So we'll see together. Damn, getting copyright for something that it's old as fuck is lame. I know, Larry. Tell me about it. Bro, I'll tell you what. If you lose the 100 from Not the AM, bro, I'll replace it on my next win, which is the next 3 to 4. All good, dude. All good. I mean, now that I've got my PayPal fixed, I might just put my PayPal down in the description below. And if you guys want to donate, you can donate straight to PayPal. Bilal's not here. That's someone else on his account. What are you guys fucking next door neighbors over at the Bull? It was Tank Abbott versus Steve Nelmanic fight. I loved your reaction seeing that. Oh, dude, that was disgusting. The way that he crumpled. Worth losing the monetization over. How or why do they take away the donos? I watched some fight footage on the stream like I just did before, and it says it's been flagged and the demonetized and da-da-da-da-da, and I got donos during that stream. So we're going to find out together what happens to donos while you've been demonetized for a particular stream. What's up, Eric? Good to see you, mate. MMA in the 90s was goated, just getting the brutality. Oh, dude, the brutality was fucking beautiful, mate. Can't believe Dougie had never seen the Steve Nelmec KO. The way he slumped against the cage in a car. I know, dude. I know. And you know what, Shotgun? It's not even something where I've seen a highlight of it or something. I have no memory of seeing that in a highlight video, in a compilation video. Out of all the MMA that I've been watching, the UFC might get your money, not the aim, bro. Yeah, finally, after all these years. But after all the UFC and shit and everything on YouTube that I've watched, I've never seen that knockout before. Or at least I have no memory of seeing that knockout before. I wonder if Bruno Silva is in some Montreal ditch right now. Yeah, the UFC just tweeted out, he's fine. He's fine. Bruno Silva's absolutely fine. And he's just buried. Have you seen the Tank Abbott versus Josh Mantua KO? It's even more brutal. Maybe. I don't know the name. I can't, off by heart, I don't know. If I've seen it, I've seen it. If I haven't, I don't know. I'll do that because I'm really impressed at Not the AM Bro offering a variation of the bet. Yeah, fair enough. I'll share my Twitter down. Not my Twitter. I'll share my PayPal down the bottom. If you guys ever want to donate, you can do it straight to PayPal. Tim, where were you? Tim, yes. This is how the UFC gets me. They give me the low card, and right when I think I'm gone, we get yesterday's card. Dude, they do it every time. They show us a card where we want to quit watching, and then the next card, it's just cinema. First Big Ben and now Tank Abbott. Tap out Beanie's Morgue. I'm very open about when I started watching MMA. I'm not trying to be like, I fucking know everything about everything that's ever happened in MMA. I'm very open about my MMA journey, you know? Your stream got strict, mate. It got Strickland. Bruce Wayne, brilliant, truly brilliant. You should do a stream where you react to old fights never seen before. I got so many to show you. Yeah, I'd love to do that. Let's see what happens with the monetization of yesterday's stream, Shotgun. I don't mind getting demonetized. That doesn't fucking bother me at all because it's not copyright struck. Like, it's not a strike against the channel. It's just demonetized. I don't mind getting demonetized. That's fine. So if I can still get the donations and watch the footage, I'll happily do that. You should see the move JDM was working on with Craig and Luke Cockhold. Perfect encapsulation of Aussie culture. Okay, all right, Larry. Can you post it in the Discord or so? Is there a way to find this elusive footage? Wait, you're telling me the UFC might get you money? Yep, refund, not the aim, bro. Never. I don't have access to the money. Tank Abbott had truly generational power. He even winded up the punch and sent him into the dark depths of hell for 30 minutes. Sounds truly horrifying. The stream is taken down to a copyright strike. Any super chats or super stickers received during the stream may not be refunded to the viewers, but the creator might not receive it either. YouTube. Policies on monetization and copyright enforcement may vary depending on the severity of the infringement and whether a claim results in demonetization or the removal of the content. Quoted from AI. Yeah, that's the quote that I saw yesterday, Nacho, which is very like, maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't, which is why I'm saying we'll find out in the next 48 hours because it's in that period of they're deciding what to do with it. Tank KOs John Matua and Matua starts seizing up like Bryce Mitchell and Tank starts mocking him and mid-seizure based. Oh my god, mocking him mid-seizure. I mean, at least Marc-Andre Barriot started praying for Silva, not fucking mocking him. Dougie probably never watched Chuck the Iceman Liddell stamp Randy Couture 2 times. I did watch that. I have seen that one. I've seen Chuck's fights. Dougie, the only one that knows everything in MMA is our Encyclopedia Shocker. I know, dude. It's so hard to keep up with. It's so fucking impossible to keep up with. Although I've got to say, shout out to Lorenzo Predictions as well. I see a move and Lorenzo goes, oi, check this out. One particular highlight from Fox Sports 1 minute 40 into it. How did he do that? How did he do that? I've told you guys, I've told you guys the story of my mate who's a fucking carpenter. Cannot have a conversation with the bloke. He's autistic. He's a giant 6'2" man. That is mentally retarded. I'm sure he is. I'm sure you are, mate. He's fucking retarded. But you talk to him about AFL, and the dude can rack off. I swear to God, he can say every fucking minute of every fucking game that's ever been played since like 1973. It's an amazing skill to watch at a house party. Just start chatting to him about MMA, and they just fucking go off. It's bizarre. And Shotgun's giving me those kind of vibes. Enough talk about your mate. We want to hear about your cousin. Fucking shut right. Back to reading messages. Dougie probably never watched Chuck Liddell. Dougie Encyclopedia. Check the Discord to see what JDM was doing with Craig and Lee. He has to pull his hand away for a second to take a picture, but he was part of it. I will when we get to the end of this. We're nearly at the end of the stream. At the end of the stream, Larry, I'll bring it up and we'll have a look, dude. Imagine watching a guy you just barely brutally KO'd is having a seizure, and your first response is to make fun of it. That is fucking brutal, man. That is fucking brutal, dude. Oh my God, he's having a seizure and you're just making fun of him. Pretty much, Tim, if they want to fuck you over, they will. That's essentially, yeah, it's whatever they want. Would the UFC business model work better during... people forget, man, they had no... I mean, obviously, the UFC model would work better if we had slavery like they currently do in Africa or in China or in Russia or in North Korea or in literally everywhere else in the world except Western countries. Yes, it would work better. That is true. If we don't find out in 48 hours, we'll find out on Saturday night. Is Dougie going to get his money? We'll find out on Saturday night, baby. Think about the possibility. I agree, Bruce Wayne. That's why we should start our own promotion and base it out of North Korea. Open a company in North Korea. You met that badass motherfucker. He's a legend of a bloke. 6'2" isn't giant, bro. You're just a midget with a Cenudo-esque figure. Thanks, Nacho. Thanks, mate. 6'2" is quite tall. Can't wait until we finally get the new gen of welterweights fighting each other. Pretty much every matchup between them is hype. Yeah! We're in a great fucking place in welterweight. A great place. I don't get how taking the donos away from you or not refunding them is ethical. This has to be illegal. I can't understand the ads, but donos, it's completely different, bro. It's completely different. You for sure fight the copyright if that's the case. What about free use? I don't think I'd get it. The UFC with their copyright strikes are disgusting, and if you want to fight it over free use, you've got to engage in the you've got to push with it. You have got to push it all the way through. Wouldn't be worth it over $100 to fight the UFC and Zuffa. UFC and Zuffa are bad with their footage. Bad. Like, I will get copyright struck for just showing you guys the what are we calling it? What's the name of the move that JDA came up with? The Australian Kamizusho, whatever. Dougie just exposed himself for being 4'7". You guys literally know how tall I am. I've measured myself on the stream live. We had UFC during slavery and it was at the Coliseum. True. Bring back the serfdom. We would be the serfs, Nacho. People don't even understand how racist Asia and the Middle East are. It's insane. I know, but the horrible, evil West, the only country, the only culture that has actually gotten rid of slavery is the evil ones. Make it make sense. North Korean gym just opened up. It's called Explosive MMA. Fuck yeah, JT. I get it, because all they do is make explosives. Apparently, I fell asleep while replying to someone in the cord. I had a message sitting there, mostly typed out from last weekend. Did it say I was typing in there all week long? It didn't, Larry, actually. No, it didn't. Bat blocks. Yeah, very good, Bruce Wayne. You got me with that one. Bat blocks. Well, treat the UFC and Zuffa like JDM did Bilal. Who wants it more? Who the fuck wants it? I'll fight the UFC and Zuffa for that fucking footage. Who wants it more? The UFC hates Dougie. No, they'll never let me off. No, dude, they'll never let me off. Dougie, I'm rocking the Aussie mullet and stash now. Oh, Chris, you glorious butt. You must just be batting away the fucking pussy at an unbelievable level. If you're rocking the Aussie stash and the mullet, this is how you do it, mate. All right? You pull up, you lower the window, you fucking look across the corridor, and you just give her one of these. Fucking g'day, missus. Instant wetness. Instant attraction. I want to be a serf. I embrace serfdom. I mean, at least you don't have to pay taxes, you know. 4'7". Bloody hell, mate. The taint alone is 4'7". There you go, Larry. Way to pick me back up. Big Ben will be in your nightmares tonight for no Golden Gate time on JDM's win. Good luck. But I think I celebrated pretty fucking well in today's video, Chris. Thank you very much. Hey, fellas. Well, speaking of today's video intro, thank you, Daniel. Yeah, the video intro was fucking glorious this morning. It was worth getting the copyright for. Worth it. Worth it. I'm happy you guys enjoyed it, mate. Back when Australia was a great country. Back in the day. 70s Australia. Alright, let me have a look in the Discord for this clip. Ooh, that is rather gay, isn't it? Nobody won, but we both got finished. And it's Luke Cuckold and Craig Jones just holding each other's dicks. I have seen that photo before. I didn't know JDM was involved in this. I did not know JDM was involved in this. But I guess there you go. Someone had to take the photo. Someone had to take the photo. Alright, boys, I'm out of here. I'm going to make a video about matchmaking the entire welterweight division. Yes, I think that's what we're going to do. And then, I'm going to pass out, because it's been a fucking hell of a day. I've fucked up the roof racks on my car. I'm going to have to spend tomorrow morning fixing that instead of going to the gym. Drove into my apartment building, completely forgot that I had scaffolding on the roof. And it was really ratcheted down. And it moved the roof racks back. And now I cannot open the back door of the van because the roof racks have slid all the way backwards. So I've got to unbolt the roof racks and push them forward and then rebolt them. So that'll be a fun morning. But, you know, life goes on. Paul, I'm going to have to dock your pay, mate. Yep. It's because we have the white to be able to get by without... Yep. These, yep. True. Gonna hit the gym tomorrow. Don't need any pre-workout just because JDM is champ. Fuck yeah, mate. Sometimes you should do a matchmaking video, but make it about matchmaking up fighters to go on blind dates instead of fights. I'd love to do that, Larry. Whenever I make those kind of funny content videos, they never get clicks. Now, skipped your JDM comments. Sorry, Nacho. Paul, I'm going to have to dock your pay, mate. Sorry, Nacho. Where was I? I really think JDM is too much for Islam. Entering his prime, creating new techniques, defying the laws of physics with his nose, combos like Prime, Ben Rothwell. He's the total fucking package. I agree, brother. I completely agree, Shotgun. I do, mate. I do. I do think he is going to be too much for Islam, especially at 28 years old. Islam's going to be 34, 35. Again, can't hold down Volk. Can't hold down Dustin. Sometimes you do a matchmaking video. That's lame. People have poor taste. I know, dude, but I've made funny videos before, like joking around videos before, and they just don't do well. Sorry, JT. My bad, mate. Imagine telling someone after Bilal versus Leon fight that 10 months later he'd get his head fucking caved in by some crooked nose spastic from birth. It's a beautiful world we live in, isn't it, JT? JT, someone with absolutely no personality just fucking bang, cracking them in the nose. Dougie's been skipping middle management and lower management a bit since he got famous. Sorry, Daniel. I apologize, mate. I apologize. I'm just chatting to the stream, wrapping it up, not reading every single message like a robot. I apologize, mate. I was just saying goodbye to you guys. JDM is part of the Rothwell Covenant. His black magic powers are only growing stronger by the day. True. Boys, enough typing. If JDM, if Islam beats JDM and Usman beats Buckley, book Usman for the title shot. If Islam beats JDM and Usman beats Buckley, book Usman for the title shot. Islam versus Usman, I mean, that fight does serious fucking numbers, mate. It does serious fucking numbers. How did it move the root rack and the bolt holes in like lawn slots, or can you adjust the positioning of it? It's a van roof rack. It's a van roof rack that is bolted, like squeezed down, like they're clips that goes on the side of the white van, and then they're bolted down like that. But I feel like the bolt just pushes the clips together onto the side of the van. And then when I drove down into the apartment building, the scaffolding hit the parking. And I drove into it, and it slid the whole roof rack back. And then I was like, fuck. So I got out of the van, and I went to pop open the back door because I was going to take the scaffolding off and put it inside the van so it drive into the apartment building. And it slid back so much that I opened the back door and it couldn't open because it was hitting the fucking roof rack. So now in the morning, instead of going to the gym, I've got to take, Yeah. Yeah. You're truly retarded like the rest of us, Doug. I love it. I'd been in traffic for so long, I just fucking... Yeah, not kind of... But yeah, they're kind of... Yeah, down onto the... Yeah. So I just drove into the house and... Yeah, it's just... There goes tomorrow morning. You know, before I go to work, I've got to... So glad we got the feedback. We got the feedback. Breaking news, JDM is moving to North Korea with Craig Jones to change Russian irradiation MMA. They're working their way into Russia. Have Bilal come and weld it for you. I don't want to weld it. Anyway. So tomorrow morning, instead of going to the gym, I'm unracking my roof rack and putting it back together before I go to work. Because I need to be able to open the van door to get into the back of it to fucking go to work. So I'm going to make my video now, matchmaking in the welterweight division. Then I'm going to have dinner and shower and pass out. And then in the morning, instead of going to the gym, I'm going to be pulling my roof rack apart. So that's... I walked into a glass door yesterday. I got... Yeah, it's like when I fell down. It's just life, mate. You know, it's just one of those things at life. Dougie, when are you going to do a home gym tour for us? I'll take some photos for you because I'm not going to have it much longer. So, yeah. The feet are good. The feet are good. The feet are back. So, there we go. That's it. That's the stream. JDM's victorious. He's literally come up with his own moves to get off the cage. We came up with the Bilal. We came up with the JDM song. Someone send it to MMA musical MMA. The feet are back. Volk and JDM are kings. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Doug, wait. What's up, Nacho? Oh, someone wrote something. Sorry. Gabriel Plates. Gary glazed on Bully in front of Jack that entire build-up. He should have taken on Bully in Chicago. Won't be fun for Bully. Gilly is bad man. Bully is a bad man. Gary glazed on Bully in front of Jack for the entire build-up. He did. He should have to take on Bully in Chicago. It won't be fun for Gary. Bully is a bad... I like it. So Ian Gary was pushing Bilal Muhammad during the entire build-up. So instead of fighting someone else, Ian Gary should fight Bilal Muhammad in Chicago. I don't mind that at all. I don't think Ian Gary deserves a step up like Bilal Muhammad now that Bilal Muhammad is the #1 contender. Bruce, what did you write, Bruce? You're talking to Super Shotgun in that one, Bruce. All right, I'm out of here. Can you make a t-shirt with the grass or feet emoji on it? No, maybe. Yeah, if you guys want to buy one, I'll make a t-shirt. Yeah. All right, I'm getting out of here. Ian Gary continues taking L's. We never determined whose feet are hotter. Sylvia's are great. No, I'm getting out of here. I'm leaving. Goodbye, guys. It's been an awesome stream. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Thank you for all the donations. JDM. Thank you guys so much. I'm out of here, boys. See you later. Bye. Peace. Good night. Thank you.